Hey guys, welcome to Beast Mode CPA Academy. I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for trusting in me and putting your trust in me to actually help you make your first or your next commission with CPA, whether you're new or experienced or whatever. And I really appreciate this because I've made all the mistakes, I've done all the testing, and I've learned so much about CPA, and I feel that I'm qualified to teach you about how to do this in a way that gives you your time back so you can actually start making the passive commissions that you've been dreaming about. So just a few things about what you're going to learn in this course. You're going to learn about how to set up a good landing page, how to find the best traffic, how to actually find the best CPA networks to apply for, and what you need to say to how to get in. You're also going to learn about how to build an email list, how to email your list as well. You're going to learn so much and much more as well. And of course, if you're the action taker, you would have got the bonus as well. So make no mistake about it, this is a real business, but the return on investment is astronomical. The more you put in, the more you get out. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And this is the welcome video and the very first module to get you set up. And in this module, we're actually going to talk about mindset, because that's very important. And I know what you're thinking, mindset. But trust me, you get this right, then everything else becomes a breeze. So without further ado, let's jump into the very first video with the very first training video of this module, and let's start you getting on the right path to making your first or your next and more commissions online with CPA. Hey, Obi again. So in this video, we're going to talk about setting expectations. Now, I think it's worth mentioning that, there's no quick path to success. There really isn't. You have to put in the work. And I feel that setting expectations now and early saves you from becoming disappointed in the long run, because believe you me, I was just where you are right now. I had this expectation that it was going to be super quick, and I was in for a rude awakening. So basically, I want you to have a realistic time frame in which you want to actually make this happen and make this a success. Don't expect results overnight. It doesn't happen. The only thing that happens overnight is when you scratch lottery tickets and you're the lucky one out of millions. That's an overnight thing. But in the real world, when it comes to business, it's gonna be a journey. But the journey that you're on is gonna be a whole lot of fun and a whole lot of trial and error and a whole lot of things. But I've made sure that I've structured this course to give you the best possible chance. But believe you me, I want you to set your expectations in a realistic way. I want you to keep your eye on the prize and make sure that throughout the hiccups and the mistakes, you're one step closer to getting your first and your next commission rolling in. Trust me. So set expectations now, set it early, so when times are bad, when you have bad days, bad weeks, you're looking at the course of where you're going and how close you are to getting there. So that's it for this video, and then I'll see you in the next video. Welcome to another video of Beast Mode CPA Academy. So in this video, we're going to talk about being a mad scientist. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that you should always be testing everything. You want to enjoy this testing process. When you think about mad scientists, we think about the ones who, are in the lab all day. They might be a little bit cool, but they are like in complete testing mode, experimentation mode. You want to be a mad scientist. I want you to have that mindset in as you go through this course, because there's a, how can I put this? There's a again. Just like I said in the setting expectations video, this is kind of like, sometimes there's this belief that on your first go it's going to happen like that. May do. It might happen. It's happened. It's definitely possible. But don't expect it. Expect to have a scientist kind of mindset, because that is the secret to massive success in the long term. Split testing everything, your landing pages, your emails, your email subject lines, the emails themselves, the traffic sources. You have to be able to be able to split test and test everything and seeing what stick. Try different combinations, because the thing is that the more you do this, the more you have that kind of mindset, the more that in the long run you will find the right combination when everything's optimized, when everything's flowing, that everything runs smoothly. So there's going to be a whole module dedicated to testing. So look out for that. There's going to be a whole module dedicated to testing. But I just wanted to shoot this video early to really ingrain this in your mind now, that you have to have a scientific mindset and be able to test everything and try different things to see what works, and actually have fun during the process as well. So keep that in mind. And there's so many books about split testing and everything like that, but keep that in mind. Be the mad scientist, and because it applies to more than just what we're talking about here, just in general. Be the mad scientist and enjoy testing different combinations out. So that's it from me, and I'll see you in the next video. Being a Patry again, Beast Mode CP Academy. Now in this video we're going to talk about the only goal that you should be setting, because I want you to really have a realistic time frame and outlook about what you want to achieve, and how you can get there in a very, very flowing, very step-by-step manner. So there's this saying that people always say, shoot for the moon, because even if you miss, you'll land in the stars. I say BS to that, because this is the reason why a lot of people fail with online marketing and making money online, because they set these lofty goals that's so high that intimidate you, and because it's so high, your brain is trying to scramble, trying to even rationalize how you're going to get there. So we're going to talk about the only goals you should be setting. Now this is how it's going to work, and I give full credit for Ty Lopez for teaching me this about baseball, about how in baseball you get to first base, second base, third base, fourth base, home run, and how it's structured like that. So baseball players have a goal that is very, very structured like that. So this is the goal that you should set for yourself. You should set yourself for your first commission. That's the first goal you should set. Point blank, period. I'm confident with this course you will get your first commission, hands down. So that's your first goal. Your second goal should be 1 commission a month. When you make your first commission, then it's like, okay, how can I make this into a monthly thing? Then 1 commission a week. Then 1 commission a day or more. And I want to add this caveat, or more. It could be more than that. But 1 a month, 1 a week, 1 a day, 1 an hour, 1 a second. You should structure your goal like that, because when you do it like that, suddenly it doesn't seem so daunting anymore. Now you have something that's very clear and gives you the clarity on what you need to achieve, so your expectations aren't through the roof, so you get scared. So that should be the only goal you should set. 1 a day, 1 first commission, 1 a month, 1 a week, and 1 a day or more. That way you'll be more and more motivated to get into where you need to be, so you can replace your job, so you can replace whatever's happening in your life that's giving you money financially, so you can put it all into this. So that is it for the goal setting, and I'll see you in the next and final video, where we're going to be talking about the tools that you'll need to make this system possible. Hey, Being Patrick, back with another video and the final video of module 1. In this video we're going to talk about the tools that you are going to need to make this system work, to build your business. We're going to talk about the 4 tools that you'll need. So let's start off with ClickMagick. Now some of you might be aware of ClickMagick, some of you may not, but ClickMagick is a tool that will allow you to track everything, everything that happens, so you can look at the numbers and see what needs to be changed and what needs to be altered and what needs to be removed. Tracking is incredibly important with what we're going to be doing here. So you are going to need ClickMagick, and mind you, I'm going to leave links for all these things at the bottom, so you can go and sign up. The good thing with ClickMagick is they give you a 14-day free trial. So before you even start paying the $27 a month, which I feel is very, very, very cheap for what we'll be doing, they'll give you a 14-day free trial so you can try it out. So as you go through the course and we get you set up with all these things, you won't have to pay a penny until it's time. So that's the very first thing. So we're going to need tracking. The second thing we'll need is a place to collect our email addresses. Now, there's other things like GetResponse and all these different things, but I've found that Aweber is the best when it comes to collecting emails, and they happen to be a service that's very affiliate friendly, meaning that they actually do want you to send emails that promote our CPA products and help you make money. So Aweber is what I use. You don't have to use that, but Aweber is by far the best in terms of their support and everything else. So you're going to need a place to collect emails, and Aweber is a good choice to start off with as well. Plus, they give you a 30-day free trial with that as well. The third thing you're going to need is a place to actually start building these landing pages. Now, I'm sure if you've been in online marketing for a considerable amount of time, you've heard of Russell Brunson and ClickFunnels as well. Now, you don't have to use ClickFunnels, but I found ClickFunnels to be the most user-friendly, the best, the cleanest. They give you the most option, and their support is impeccable. So ClickFunnels, you're going to need ClickFunnels for this, or just a place to send traffic to build your email list with Aweber. So highly recommend ClickFunnels, and just like ClickMagick, they give you a 14-day free trial so you can start playing around with it and getting set up before you have to start paying any money for it as well. And the last thing you'll need is a place to buy domain names, because you're gonna link this to this, and I'm going to show you how to do that in future modules as well. But you're going to need a domain name that you can attach to your landing pages so it looks clean and it doesn't have the long, you know, such and such .clickfunnels.com .lead page, whatever. You can actually link a domain name to this. And Namecheap, I mean, I like Namecheap because it's cheap, and they allow you to bulk search, and they give you, and it allows you to find, you know, some good .com domain names for very cheap prices as well. So these are the 4 things you're going to need. And again, I'll have links to all these 4 at the bottom. And that's it. That completes Module 1. So without further ado, we're going to jump into Module 2, where we're going to talk about how to get set up on these CPA networks and what the best ones are, so you can get the best chance of getting the best links and the best products, and what you need to do to get set up. Okay, so that's it for Module 1, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, welcome to another video on the solo ads module, and on this video I'm going to talk about the solo ad vendor criteria. So other things that we need to actually consider before investing money into a solo ad vendor. So let's just jump straight into it. Now, the very first thing is they have to be emailing emailing to a tier 1 audience, meaning that their audience has to have buyers that are from like tier 1 countries like America, Canada, you know, England, Australia, New Zealand, just basically a country that has buyers, but that has more buyers in it, because what we'll be selling will be primarily make money online offers. So we need to make sure that these subscribers are coming from a place that has buying propensity, buying intent, and buying ability. That's number 1. Number 2, that whoever you're speaking to, then you find a vendor, they need to have good communication skills, which is why I always recommend before buying, you actually message that person, jump on a Skype call with them, and just say, listen, I just want to ask a few questions. I just want to make sure of a few things before I invest money in a solo ad. And more often than not, they're happy to, because if it means they can actually get a sale from you, then they'll do that. because it just means more money for them. So you need to make sure that they actually have good communication skills, and whatever you're asking from them, they actually understand, and they actually understand why you are asking that as well. The third thing is they need to have several positive testimonials and reviews. Now, typically, any vendor that's not on a marketplace and they have their own business, they're going to have testimonials and reviews. They're going to have it on their landing page, and you want to see a lot of them, because if you see a lot of positive testimonials and reviews of people using the SoloWare vendor, then rest assured that you are in a good place. And of course, in the previous module, we talked about social proof. So we need to see a lot of social proof that this vendor is actually a good vendor, and they actually have the reviews and testimonials to back up their service. Number 4 is we want to make sure that they deliver fast, because we are testing, constantly testing all the time. So we need to make sure that they deliver fast, and they're not spending weeks to deliver one solo. We need to make sure they deliver fast, so we can see what we need to tweak, what we need to change, and what we need to improve on. And the 5th and final thing is you need to also ask them if they're going to mail out endorsed or mailing blind, meaning that when they mail blind, they'll use a pen name, so they'll use a name that's not them. Now, the 5th thing, it's not a major thing, but it does make a difference, because if, for example, if I'm buying SoloWare traffic from John and he sends an email to his list and he ends off his email with the name Chris, then people won't even know, don't really know who Chris is, so the trust is reduced. So we want to really insist that we make sure that they use their name in the emails, because it's going to make a massive difference, a huge difference. So I mean, the 5th thing is not a major thing, but it does make a huge difference. So, but the very first 4 are crucial, non-negotiable. So these are the things that we need to look out for when we choose our SoloWare vendor. And in the next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the 5 things that we need to be constantly testing for, and the 5 things that we need to make sure that our SoloWare traffic is well placed and it's well put together and it's prepared properly. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, welcome to the next video in the course, and in this video we are going to talk about ninja tricks that you can implement on your landing page to maximize return on investment. The return on investment in time and money when you send traffic to these landing pages. So let's begin. And I will say that these tricks are optional. You don't really have to put them in, because all the elements of the landing page I talked about in the previous video is pretty much enough to really achieve the results you're trying to achieve. But these tricks you'll be able to use to test and maximize what you'll be doing. So let's begin with the very first one. Exit intent and pop-outs. Now, if you've ever been to a blog or a landing page and you try to exit, usually you probably saw a pop-out that said, wait, give you a discount, or wait, you sure? Things like that. Now, the reason why these things are good is because there's no such thing as 100% opt-in rate. It just doesn't happen. I've never seen it. A lot of the big gurus that you're probably aware of, never really seen it either. There's going to be some people who just won't want to do it, no matter how much of a good job we do on terms of setting up the landing page with the elements that we spoke about. No matter how much of a good job you do, not everyone is going to opt-in rate. People get quickly distracted in this very ADD world that we live in. You can lose them in a microsecond, and of course, something could come up. The phone could ring, whatever. But the point is, not everybody is going to be receptive to putting their email address in. And I would say because an email address is as close as you're going to possibly get to your phone number or your house address. People guard their email addresses so well because they're already getting a high amount of emails coming through from other marketers. So not everyone's going to do it. So the reason why we have exit intent pop-outs is because it gives you another chance to sell them on the idea of the affiliate offer at the expense of missing out on grabbing the email, but it's still better than nothing. So when they try and leave and they move their cursor away to the X button or whatever, you can have a pop-out that says, wait, before you go, check this out. And you could have an image of proof that you would have got from the resources page, or some screenshot that says this is working, plus a link saying show me how, and that can direct them to one of the affiliate offers that you're promoting. So exit intent and pop-outs are very, very effective for that, because people just go away for some reason. So that might be something that you want to test with your landing pages. The second thing is using proof. Now, from my own experience, like when it comes to like, because I used to do Shopify, drop shipping, I know that proof is very powerful. And also it's one of the cognitive biases in the 25, because we look for cues on how to behave based on others, what we see of others. This is why affiliate marketing is so powerful in essence, because you're recommending products that solve problems that they're going through. But also, more importantly, as it pertains in the real world, if you recommend a film to a friend and you say it's really good, chances are he or she is going to want to watch it based on your recommendation, because it's been socially validated. So we can use proof on our landing pages to strengthen the believability of your claim and promise on the headline. So one way you can do this is through software, and there's many different forms of proof software, but one that I found very, very good is useproof.com. They're very good, they're well trusted, they've got a massive reputation. A lot of big companies worldwide use them, and you can have these pop-ups that pop up on the left hand side of your landing page that says so and so is just opted in, so and so is just opted in. And this is another really good ninja trick I would test to boost and maximize your return on investment. Lastly, third is optimize page for smartphones. Now this one is very, very important, because mobile traffic accounts for 51.53% of global website traffic. That is a lot. When you think of all the traffic in the world and all the websites that people are going to, 51% of people are going to your landing pages and websites from their iPhone, Android. So if you don't optimize your landing page so it sits very well in a mobile phone, you're missing out on half the potential clicks, conversions, and sales. So it's very important that when you're on ClickFunnels or anywhere else, you double check to see it's optimized for mobile. But there's a site that Google approve of, that is actually Google owned, where you can actually put in the URL of your landing page so you can see how mobile friendly it is. So it helps us really figure out exactly if it's optimized for smartphones. So that's the third thing. Lastly, is you want to optimize your page for speed, because 40% of people actually abandon a website or a landing page that takes more than 3 seconds to load. So if it takes more than 3 seconds to load, 40% of 100 people, 40 of 100 people will leave, because they're like, this is taking too long. And it's kind of scary, because that means that we could be losing so much people by having a slow landing page, because a 1 second delay in page response can result in a 7% reduction in conversion. So it's important that we double check that our page is optimized for speed, because this is going to do so much in terms of return on investment. And a great website for that is gtmetrics.com. I know Google have their own, but I found gtmetrics.com because it allows you to test speed from different servers all around the world, so you can see the true reality of the situation in terms of speed. So that is the last ninja trick. If you implement those 4 things and you start testing, I can almost guarantee you're going to start seeing some great results in terms of conversions, of how many people opt in and how many people you can get to take some form of action by going on your website and your landing page, to be more specific, because we are paying for traffic, so we need to make sure that every click is maximized and it's worth it. So that is it from me. I want you to look out for what I have in the resources section is examples of landing pages, images, so you can see what a good landing page looks like. But that is it for this module. In the next module, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a live demo of setting this all up. I'm going to go through the whole process from beginning to end, so you can see how we link all these things together, so we have a fully formed, ready to go system that we can start sending traffic to. Okay, so that's it for this module, and that's it from me. And look out for the next module and the next video, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Hey, what's up, guys? So in this course, I've shown you everything kind of each of the individual elements, what you need to have in place before you actually send traffic. In this video, I'm actually going to go through a complete walkthrough from beginning to end of everything that needs to be in place before you send traffic to it. Okay, so this should help a lot of people, because I know that some people will probably be confused about what needs to go where, what needs to go in this place and so on, and the tech stuff can really overwhelm. So let's build this system together from start to finish. So let's just jump straight into it, right? So let's go. Now, the first thing I did was log into ClickFunnels. Now you should have a ClickFunnels account. There should be a link to actually join up for 14 days, and you should have joined up by now and be well into your trial or whatever. But just get set up with ClickFunnels. This is the very first step. Now, when you go into ClickFunnels, you want to go here, build a funnel. Go into create new funnel. We want to collect email addresses here. Choose, give it a name, build funnel, and when you do that, you'll get presented with a load of landing pages, and you just need to choose the one that's right for you. And then I've already chosen one already, just to give you an idea. And then when you've chosen a landing page that fits, that appeals to you the most, you want to click edit page. Now, when you click edit page, first thing we want to do is we want to create a headline for the niche market we're going into. And in this case, in this system, it's heavily centered around make money online / business opportunity. We want to refer products for people who are looking to make money online, who are looking to escape their current situation. Now, here you can just completely just edit the headline, edit everything here. You can edit everything, click in, blah 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 blah. Right? So what I've done is I create headlines. So how to create a passive income machine in less than 30 days, even if you were completely new. Now this could be automated money machine. This could be a make money online system. Whatever it is, you already know how to create what a landing page. How convincing it needs to be. Right? So this is the very first step, and I've put here, let me see the video. Now, what we also need to do now is that we need to connect an autoresponder to this, right? So you go into Aweber. Now, by now, you should have already got set up with Aweber as well, but if not, sign up for Aweber with the links in the resources section. Sign up for Aweber, and once you do that, once you've logged in, once you've put in your details and everything like that, the first thing we'll ask you to do is set up a list. Now you can name it anything. You can name it, I don't know, CPA mastery, whatever it is, doesn't really matter. It really makes no relevance. So, and then your company website, you can actually put, now I'm going to go into websites shortly, but for now you can just put in this, the ClickFunnels thing here, and then you want to put in your address as well here, and then you also want to put in the sender name. So it could be, you know, again, CPA secrets, whatever it is, you know, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. And then you send the email here. Now, ideally, like I said, I'm gonna talk to you about really how to set up a work email address with Namecheap, but regardless, doesn't really matter what it is. Just it could be the Gmail address. Next step, and then let's name this list CPA funnel. How to make money online and escape your day job with daily tips and secrets. Something like that. Just a description. Next step, English, confirm your request for information. Yep. Right here, approve message and create list. Boom. Okay. And then that's it. The list is created. It's an active list, CPA. Now, what we want to do is we want to add a sign-up form so we can collect our email addresses. Right here. So you go and create a sign-up form here. So this is a complete walkthrough, leaving nothing out. So here we go. Okay, here we go. Now, just because we're just collecting email addresses and not names, I want to delete the name, save form, go to step 2. You can name it anything, and the thank you page is going to be literally the offer. That's where the offer is going to sit in there, but I'm going to get back to that. So here we go. Let's say thank you page, save your form, go to step 3, click on I will install my form, and then click raw HTML version, because we don't want a double opt-in. So we want to click undo that, and then what you want to do is that we want to copy and paste everything from form method. You want to scroll down and you want to get to, where is it, form method, to here where it says /form to end the script for that form. Copy and paste that. We're going to open up a notepad, and right now what we're going to do is that we just want to save it there because we want to come back to it. Go back here, right, and this is what we're going to do now. So you always want to save the landing page you make, and then exit. You want to go to here where it says account settings, and then we want to go to where it says integrations, and then we want to, I mean, I've already got as you can see, I've already got integrations on here, but when you go on yours, you want to add new integration, and then you want to choose email. I think, let me just check email. Yeah, it's hold on. No, it's actually show all, and then we're looking for the HTML one that we just saw here. Here it is. Click on HTML form, right? And then we can just name it, give it a random nickname, CPA, HTML. And look, it says you already have an integration for HTML. You can edit it if you prefer. So I've already got one, but you want to click Add Integration. Once you've clicked Add Integration, then you want to go back to the funnel that we just created. And this is the one, CPA MMO funnel number 1. And then edit page. And then what we want to do is we want to integrate those two things. So we want to go integrations, select an integration. In this case, it's going to be our HTML form. We want to integrate existing forms, and then we want to paste this here into here, and then click pass and save web form. So it's connected now. Now you want to sync the email here, so when people put the email address in, it links directly to the form that we just created here. And then what we also want to do is, after that, this is where our affiliate link, our rotator is going to be. This is where our click. This is where the click magic. This is where the click magic link will go in here. So I'm going to jump into that momentarily. But I just want you to be on the same page as me. I know that what we've done so far is that we've created a landing page here, and we've integrated Aweber with this, because this way we can save the. We can bypass the double opt-in, because people aren't really going to want to double opt-in twice. They just want to just see the video, but also just get the first set of emails, right? So that's done. So we've connected the two. Now what we need to do is that we need to go on Click Magic, right? And you should have already signed up for Click Magic. And what we want to do now is that we want to log in, and we want to start adding some offers. We want to start adding some offers that we can start testing in this walkthrough. Okay, so let's just carry on. I'm going to log in. Okay, now I'm gonna go on ClickBank for this. Now, as I said before, it could be ClickBank, Max Bounty, it doesn't really matter, but we want to start having a few offers we can start testing. Now we want to create a rotator, and the reason why we want to create a rotator is that this way we can test multiple offers at once and see which one gets us the most sales. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and click create a new rotator, I'm just going to call this, I don't know, CPA. As you can see, I've already got a few rotators in here, but I'm going to put this CPA rotator example. You can just, and then here, put it as, you know, CPA rotator example as well. And the backup email, sorry, no, rotator mode, it needs to be sequential. Now, sequential means that it's going to go through each link one by one. With, for example, if you send 1,000 clicks to this rotator, for example, the first click will go to the very first one, the next click will go to the second, and so on. But we want to put at least 3 offers. Don't have to have too much, just 3 offers. Now, in the backup URL, you can just use the same URL here, but again, it will be the website URL. But just for now, we'll just put this in. Whoops, wrong one. I'm gonna put this, or any website that you already have. Just put it here. Create rotator. And now we have it here. Now what we need to do is that we need to add URLs. You want to add URLs. Now, for this example, I'm going to use ClickBank. So I'm going to log in. And by now, you should have already signed up for all these networks here. So, 1 second. Okay, now we're in ClickBank. And here we are, we've got our categories here. Now we want to be choosing one that goes, the one that's all about make money online. Now ideally we want to be choosing offers that are in, well, first of all, let's just click on the category itself. And we want to be, you want to separate by gravity. And let's see, we've got this. This has been very good. 12-minute affiliate system. Passive profit pages. Right, so here we go. Promote. Generate the hop link for this. 1, that's 1, and then we want to put that perpetual income here. Add rotator URL. And that's our first one there. And then we want to add another one. Where is it? We're going to add another one. We can add this one, 12-minute affiliate system. A very hot offer, been doing very, very well. And then we want to go back and click magic, and we can call it 12-minute affiliate system. Okay, let me just bring basically what I'm doing is I'm going on here, promote, and I'm getting, and then when you click that, click generate hop link, I'm copy and pasting the hop link and put it on here. So this is our second offer. We are gonna try add rotator URL. And remember, we just want 3, just three offers to start testing with. That's the second one. And then last but not least, we'll put passive profit pages. And then that will be the final URL. Just add that. Passive profit pages. I'll rotate URL. Okay, so now we have our rotator fully set up. Now what we want to do is that we want to copy that rotator URL. We want to go back to our landing page that we created, and then we want to go to settings, integrations, and we want to put that here. Add another space next to it just to make sure it's fully in there. Save. We also want to go back to Aweber and click on settings, and we also want to make sure that is a thank you page as well. Close this message, save form, and what I would also do after that is I would also everything should be okay. So what we've done so far is we've linked our autoresponder to here, to here. We've integrated it, we've added some offers, put them into our rotator, and what's going to happen is that when people actually go through this, they are going to be hit with new offers each and every single time. 3 offers to be exact. So we should be all good to go. Lastly, but what I will say is that the next thing that we need to do is we need to make sure that we have a URL, a website, because we don't want to just have this in here. We want to make sure that we actually have a branded URL. So we're going to save that, and we're going to exit. And then what we're also going to do is we're going to delete the thank you page because we don't need that at all. Yep, delete that. So we just have the opt-in. So make sure you delete the thank you page. Then what we need to do now is we need to jump into Namecheap. Namecheap, and mind you, I'm gonna have a document that goes into how to integrate the two. However, to speed things up, what you can do is you can go into account settings, and what we need to do is we need to buy a domain name to link it to that funnel that we just made. Well, that I just made, but you know, you get the point, right? So go into domains, and then what we want to do is we need to add a new domain. Now you got 2 options here. Now you can either let ClickFunnels do it for you, which is, you know, clearly the fastest way of doing it, or you can add your own domain by using an existing one and tying it to ClickFunnels. Now I recommend that if you want to speed things up, just choose one, and they are offering, and the great thing about it is that they'll host it for you as well. So you can just say, let's just choose one. CPA, make money, doesn't really matter what it is, but from home easily. We're looking for a .com, by the way. When you click that, you buy the domain name, and it'll ask you exactly what funnel you want to assign it to, and you're going to choose the funnel that you just made, right? So that's one way of doing it, which is the fastest. Now the other way is by actually linking one of the domain names that you set up in Namecheap. Now in this case, you would just log in, buy the domain name, do the same thing that we did here, but here, buy it, and then go straight to your domain list. And here you want to choose the domain name you link it to. Now again, there'll be there'll be instructions to all this. Because I know it can seem very confusing, but I'm gonna leave a link for the instructions so you know exactly what to do. And the good thing about ClickFunnels is that they'll actually tell you exactly what you need to do. So let's adding a new domain. It'll teach you exactly what you need to do to link those two things together. Now you will go to Advanced DNS. Let's say you were just choosing MakeThatMoneyToday.com. Go to Advanced DNS, and what you would do is that we need to make sure we link this to over here. So you want to use the existing domain. I'm going to use that example just to make things a lot simpler and smooth. So I'm going to add your own domain. Now here it's still registered with Namecheap, but we want to change that. So what we do is we need to first copy and paste this, or any other domain name you choose, doesn't really matter. And then we want to go on here and then make that one to add domain. Okay, now here it tells you right here, in order for your custom domain to work, you will need to log into where you bought your domain and add a CNAME records that points to www@target.clickfunnels.com. Now, straightforward. So, in this case, we want to copy and paste this. Hold on. Copy. And then go in here, and then we want to put in target.clickfunnels.com, and we want it to be automatic. Save changes. Okay, perfect. So we've done that. Now go in here, say I've done this step. Check in. Hey, perfect. Good job, you did it. It's connected and ready for use. Now all we need to do is select the funnel that we want to associate with, and in this case it's going to be the funnel that we just created. So associate funnel, click on associate funnel, and at this point it's fully verified, but we've got one more step. So we want to click on here, actually two more steps. This is the very first one. Click on the domain name that we've just associated, and the whole thing, what we need to do now is that we need to make sure it's secure, right? You know, we want to set up SSL. So you go in here and click on expand, add SSL. And what SSL is this thing here, this padlock, and it will make your visitors feel more secure that they're visiting a site that they won't get it won't steal their information, etc., etc., etc. Because the dangers of not adding SSL is that users will land on your landing page and it might say this site is trying to steal your information, etc., etc., etc. So this just adds a layer of security to reassure our visitors that they are landing on a page that's just designed to pre-sell them on the offer, right? So this should take 10 to 15 minutes. So while that's being done, let's go back to our funnels. Okay, so let's go back to our funnels, and then we want to click on the funnel that we just made. And we want to make sure, we want to go into settings, so we want to make sure in the settings that make that money today.com is assigned here. So let's make sure, double check. We can see it there, but let's double check. Setup not completed. Right, okay, so that's presumably because we need to add SSL, but as we can see here, it's there, and let's check the steps again. Here it is. Boom. Now, what we want to do is we want to test to make sure that this is working. So what I would do is, after all this is done, I will copy that, go here, and then I'm using Firefox, by the way, but it's the same thing works in Google Chrome. New private window or incognito if you're in Chrome. Paste and go. And as you can see, exactly what I was saying, there's no SSL, connection is not secure. So once the SSL is finished, we'll see a full padlock. But as you can see, it's done. We are ready. We are ready. Now, remember what I said about, in fact, I'll get onto that. I'll get onto that momentarily. But let's just put in our email address in and test to see if it actually goes directly to the rotator. So let me see the video. Okay, now this shouldn't happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and check everything. You're almost done. Activate subscription. Okay. What I should have mentioned is once we have set up everything here, we want to go to list settings. Right, list settings, and we want to go to confirmation message, and then we want to remove this. We want to remove this. Hold on. Yeah, are you sure you want to turn off confirmed opt-in for sign-up forms? Yes, we want to. Because the alternative is to request to deactivate API confirmed opt-in, but that, honestly, it's annoying, it's time consuming, they want all these details, so trust me on this. Just deactivate, send the confirmation, and then click save all settings. Now let's try this again. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use a different one. Let me see the video. Okay, thank you for subscribing. Okay, so we've still got a few things that we need to do. So let's go here. Save all settings. Let's go to thank you page. Let's go to the sign up forms. Okay, so you can see we've got 2 submissions, so it's working, but we want to make sure that the thank you page is the offer itself. So let's edit this. Okay, let's see. Settings, custom page. Right. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the form. I'm gonna pass the same form again because it was changed. So just as a reminder, whenever you make changes to the form, hold on, you want to also make sure that, okay, for some reason it's not allowing me to copy and paste, so I'm going to go Control C and I'm going to put that there. I want to go back to ClickFunnels. I'm going to edit the page again. And I'm going to pass the same form. Again, settings, integrations. I'm going to get rid of this one. Oops. Put that there. Let's see. All good to go. Pass the save. Sync it with the email. Manually set and redirect URL. Now here, as we said, we want to make sure we are doing whatever we can to alter that, or like direct all our options to here. So do that, save, and what I'm gonna do, because I don't want to use all my personal email addresses, I'm gonna just use a temporary email address just to test to make sure it goes directly to the offer. So let's just do this now. Copy and paste that. I'm gonna go back to the landing page. Oops. Hold on. Okay, so let's try this again and make sure that everything's going in the right place. I'm going to use a temporary email address, and let's make sure. Let me see the video. Okay, so we still have some problems here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video and then come back to you momentarily. Hey, I'm back again. So what I've done is I actually realized I did the thing right. So what we want to do is we want to preview the page again. Now I'm using something called tempmail.org, temp-mail.org, just so you can just test it. We want to make, we want to test this to make sure that it works. Now I'm using the exact same email, verbar74713 at rssj.net, whatever that is, and same thing. Let me see the video. Click. And as you can see, boom, straight away, our rotator has fired off. And we are happy. So this is ready to go, just about ready to go, and it's amazing, perfect. And just to double check, what we can do is that when you go to your list, go on subscribers, hit manage subscribers, and then let's do it again, hit manage subscribers, and you'll be able to see all your subscribers here. And as you can see, boom, subscribe today at 7:42 a.m. So that person is now on our list without having to double opt in, without having to go through all that honestly, that annoying BS of having to request to disable API. Perfect. So we are just about ready to send traffic to it. However, what we need is an email address, a professional email address with what we're doing, because we're going to be sending emails. So this is why I said that Namecheap is the best way to get this done, because I'm not sure if ClickFunnels actually gives you an email address. So with, and mind you, you can go on any hosting provider and get this done. You can go on Bluehost, Namecheap, whatever. But with Namecheap, it's a little easier. So domain list, you go on your domain list on Namecheap, and we're going to use the example of Make That Money Today, because that's the domain name we've chosen. We click manage. So we click manage, and then what we want to do is go into private email, add a mailbox, and then you can say you can buy a subscription. I've actually done this already. Actually, I bought this, and it's called, I called it MMO guy at makethatmoneytoday.com, and I bought it. And then once you buy it, once you go through the whole process, I mean, it's very straightforward. I'm not going to go through it here. It's very, very straightforward. You will go on to, in fact you wouldn't have to go anywhere. You just buy the mailbox, get it set up, and then once it's ready, you will copy and paste that, and you will go into list settings, and then you would manage email addresses. Manage email addresses, click on that, and then you would enter the email address, MMO guy, and then as you can see, it's already there, but you would do send verification. What they'll do is that Aweber will send a verification email to your mailbox over here, and you would just go on to click this button here, go all the way down to open webmail, and then it will open up the private email software they use. and here is where you'd be looking for the verification email. Click in it, click into the Aweber verification email, and after that it will show up here as verified, and you can use that as an email you can use here. And then save settings. Done. Done, 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 done. So we are almost ready. The last thing we need to do is that we need to set up an automated sequence of emails that fire off the minute that they opt in. Now, luckily, as a gift, what I've done is I've actually done this in advance, and I've given you a 30-day follow-up sequence that you can plug in. However, if you really want to speed things up, what I will provide as well is I'm going to provide the campaign code for this, because I've actually got this fully set up in myself, and it's a 30-day follow-up sequence. So for a full month, every subscriber is going to be followed up with for 30 days. And marketing statistics show that someone needs to see something 7 times before buying it. So this is in place so we can make sure that they get followed up. So what you can do, what I'm going to provide is I'm going to provide this campaign code. So once you copy this campaign code into your campaigns here, because you can create a campaign. You go on, first of all, what you would do is, like, let's just use this as an example. Go into CPA funnel, and we are going to create a campaign. Now I can create a going to create a campaign here, and it will say create a blank campaign or import a campaign. Now, to speed things up, all you would do is just do that, paste the campaign sharing code here, import, create, and that's it. It'll go directly into your autoresponder. So that's it. And all you have to do is go into each one. So go on to not sharing, what is it? Go into the messages, and you'll click each one. This is the only thing you have to do is click each one, and all you'll have to do is edit the hyperlinks. So you will change these links here by double clicking on it, and instead of my rotator, you would put your one instead. So you will put in this one here. You'll copy and paste that, and then you will just put that here instead. Done. That's it, pretty much. So that's a fast way of doing it, and of course you need Aweber to get this done. So, but if you want to use I don't know, Get Response, or use send lane, whatever it may be. You can just copy and paste and do it manually, but I've done that to kind of speed things up, and all you have to do is go into the 30 emails and change the rotator. And I made that link, that campaign code, shareable to all my students in this course. So we have our landing page, we have our autoresponder with the follow-up sequence, we have our offers in the rotator linked, so whenever, the minute they click, they get sent directly to one of our 3 offers that we are testing and rotating to see which one is giving the most sales, and we are collecting their email subscribers as well. So we are now ready for solo ad traffic. We are now ready to start sending qualified people to this page so we can start getting commissions. So that was a long one. Again, I appreciate your patience with me on this one. So that's it. So we are now ready to send solo ad traffic. If you get stuck on any point in the whole course, just refer back to this video and it will break down all the steps. So that's it from me, and I'll see you on the next video.